you can see there. It's a beauty with sandblasting, it just gets everything. And but I'll tell you what, the worst rust I had in this car were the guards. For some reason they really rusted out bad, and they were sort of like all these front sections here. This was a patch panel I got. The other side was half made up and welded in, and the lower guards down the bottom here, they rust good there, and there's a bit of fabrication I did here in the shed. This one was worse. A friend helped me out with that one because that was just too much. But we seemed to do alright. He helped me out. They're all just sort of been primed and just sitting there while you do other things. Like I say, I've been working on this car now for 2 years every weekend. You say, where does all the time go? It's unbelievable. Restorations, you either want to do it or you don't. And they were just sort of some of the shit that you rip out of the car. Like, I can't believe people just bondo or bog up all over the place. And then, you know, you get one little bubble, you think, what's this? And then all of a sudden, you've got shit and crap everywhere. Look at it. That was all in the whole car. Now, how do you expect a car like that? Crap. Like a fella from Texas says, rust from hell. Oh shit. And yeah, and even like the tar that they painted on underneath the car, because I had a fella from Texas, I got some advice from him, and he said, oh look, you're better off sandblasting a whole lot, but I'm working ass about and things are... So I scraped off what you see there, was all on the floor, underneath the floor. That's not including what was replaced with the floor pans, that was just all around the place. They just absolutely painted it on top of rust, on top of rust. But I was blessed, lucky it wasn't full, it was just surface rusted. Yeah, so that worked out pretty good. Yeah, so you know, this restoration might look like a big job, high magnitude, but you've got to weigh up how you're going to restore a car. You're either going to do a bit of lipstick on the outside or do it properly. Even this little cover plate that I ordered with the floor pan, I had a go at painting it yesterday. That turned to shit. I'm going to have to rub that all back again. And that side was probably alright, but that's on the inside of the floor. That outside, you're going to see that in the engine bay, that looks like shit. It runs and that, I don't know what happened, I think I just started rushing. That's a problem with these things, you can't rush them, you've got to keep level-headed. If you're going to start, just do what you can. If you don't finish, don't worry, get onto it next time. But sometimes you get a bit too keen. But like I say, I've been working all this time on it. It's not too bad. She's coming alright. Denise will be on the road one day, I hope. But depending on the level of work you put into it, especially like I blasted everything on it. I had a guy come in and blast bits and pieces. So I've just epoxy primed everything. And you know, you've got tank straps, panels and headlights around and stuff. And it all makes a difference at one day that hopefully, even though I'm probably saying that I'm not putting 100%, maybe when the car's finished it'll probably look quite good. Yeah, there's a bit of interior here, it's all, that's what, well I don't know if this is original or not, but that's what the door panel was supposed to look like. Yeah, it's a door trim. Maybe you might be able to tell me if that's correct or not. That was the front seat, all bits and pieces everywhere. Window mechanism, bits, steering box. So that was a sort of an indication of what rust we had in the floor. It's a bit like that. Probably, you know, really wanted to fix that up and pass it for Rego, you probably could have, but you know, no one else would know it there, but I'd know it would be, all that rust. So got rid of it. Better get rid of it. One day I'm going to re-chrome these bumper bars. Yeah. This little smash in the corner. That's how I got it in transit. Fortunately, the Mongols, when they import cars and that, they don't give a shit. They just want their money. Bits and pieces. The tank had that black tar all over it too. It was chocked as much. It took me a day to scrape it off. It was that full. But that's coming up all right. I'll nicky that up a little bit, fix it all up, make it look tight. Even gone to the tail shaft extreme and painting that. Make it look tidy. Yeah, so maybe she'll be on the road one day, I hope. The next 12 months. I'll keep you posted.